I spoke to Mark Thomas, the economist, and he was talking to me about how we kind of like renew trust and faith in systems and institutions of the country, and how we sort of try and address quite a lot of the economic issues that you've been talking about. It's definitely worth checking out. Actually, he's a really, really interesting guy. He wrote a book called the 99, or the book's called 99%. Because his general thesis is since the 1980s that the economy has not been geared to serving everyone. It's been geared to serving the 1%. And if the 99% don't sort that out, then we're a bit screwed, basically, is his.
Yeah, that's a pretty good summary.
Yeah, his summation. And, I've spoken to people about like the constitutional issue in the UK and whether we need like a written one or some sort of like constitutional convention. Like, do you guys think that there's room for, I don't even know what form it takes, but for us to have like a big review of Britain? I don't know.
I think we need it, regardless of that's for, as you say, whether that's actually writing a constitution or if like that's addressing, or if that's just constitutional reform. When you look at how this country's run and like how, we've seen the absolute mess of the last 18 months especially, but like we can go further back than that. You can probably go back 5 years almost. Like, I think there definitely is need for reform in this country, like across a lot of different things. I think you probably will, like when we talk about like the voting system, we talk about first past the post. I think we definitely need proportional representation, like making sure that your vote actually matters. Because at the moment it doesn't in a lot of cases. I think about 70% of cases, maybe 70 to 80% of cases, your vote will literally have no it will have no effect on the outcome of an election. Now that's just ridiculous. Like when we look at that, like, and we wonder why people aren't wanting to vote. Like it's kind of, it's kind of meaningless a lot of the time, and like we need to change that massively. And like when we even talk about like House of Lords, like again, like we haven't developed official party policy on it, but like members pretty overwhelmingly think that it should be abolished. It's again just like a system that very much like works, it's like it gives the 1% power again. Like we can't allow that. So I think like there's so many different things I think in this country that need a total revamp, like just to stop this from happening again. Because I think we are, like, it sounds dramatic, but like I think we are hurtling towards a real fascist, authoritarian dictatorship. Like you're even seeing like the boundary changes. Like it seems like a really simple thing, but like in 2023, they're changing the boundaries. So they're gerrymandering basically and making sure that they have more opportunity to win even more seats and gain even more power, and like removing like the term for elections as well, like the minimum term for elections and stuff like that. Like they're genuinely like, they're not thinking about the next year, 2, 3 years in power. They're thinking, how can we be in power for the next 10, 20, 30 years? And that's terrifying. Because if they were in power for that much longer, as you said in that book, the 99% book, like ultimately, like if we don't get our act together as the 99%, we are fucked. Basically, we are completely. And like that sounds really like I'm catastrophizing this situation, but genuinely, like it is so urgent. Like we need to deal with this, and I think whatever we can do to change that, whether that is constitutional reform, I think it has to go be much further than that. But like we need to look at every avenue to make the changes we need to address this.
Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the podcast. Don't forget our sponsor, ExpressVPN, and my book, Brexit, The Establishment Civil War, can both be found in the links in the description below. And also, please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. It's the best way to help us grow. Until next time, thanks for listening. Screw the hedge funds.
You can make as many rules as you want, but if there's no teeth behind them, what's the point?
Well, like Citadel is potentially just gone in a few months. It feels like financial institutions, that they are all laughing at us by buying GME. Screw the hedge funds. Like, I will lose my entire investment if it brings them down.
Why on earth, last May, could you buy the entire company for $200 million?
What's been happening on Reddit and in social media and in the marketplace has never been seen before.
I argue that nothing is off the table. There is nothing off the table when dealing with the volumes of money in something as big as the United States stock market.
The hedge funds have clearly underestimated a group of people raised on Friday night World of Warcraft raids.
Dark pools, they're another mechanism to manipulate and cheat. Mainstream journalists don't say these things for a number of reasons. One is their sources are the people that I'm talking about, and so they can't call somebody a crook.
Superstonk and the other communities that have emerged are a hive mind, the likes of which we have never seen before. It's madness and brilliance, insanity and genius all rolled into one. It's very possible that Citadel will be gone in a few months. And not just Citadel, but the entire financial system has the potential to come crashing down. These crooks continue to gamble recklessly with the world economy, and this could be the moment that they finally get their justice.